Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Friday morning. This is Rusty 78609, Central Texas, USA. I full-time RV and have done it for over 25 years. I'm in a 16-foot travel trailer right now, and I have a viewer that left a comment that said, "Hey Rusty, can you please go over the process of when you have sold a camper slash RV and you have a loan on it? How do the new people get the title? How many days does it take to get the title?" Good question, and a lot of people may have that same question as they're selling or buying RVs used. The way the process works for me is this. A lot of people want a cashier's check or whatever, or they're real cautious about getting the money in the bank. But what I do, here's the process that I use. Other people will do something differently, and that's fine with me. But what I do is, once the buyer has decided on buying the RV from me, then I give them what's called a bill of sale. Now, you can do a Google search for a bill of sale and draw up a little document and have it print it out and have a copy for yourself and then a copy for the buyer. That gives the VIN number of the RV, your name, their name, the date of the purchase, and the amount, and the agreed to terms. For example, you're going to go ahead and deposit their cashier's check or their personal check, whatever, into your checking account, and then once those have cleared at least 3 to 5 days, then you will issue a payoff to the lien holder on the RV, which will in turn send you the clear title to the RV, and then you at that time can mail it to the address that's on the bill of sale. And so that's how the process works for me. But here's a little caution. Everybody thinks that a cashier's check is better than a personal check. It kind of is in some ways, but as far as clearing your bank, a cashier's check and a personal check take exactly the same amount of time, 3 to 5 days. That cashier's check doesn't, a lot of people say, well, why don't you do a wire transfer? Well, you can do that if you want to, and all that does is just get the money in your bank a little quicker, but even a wire transfer can be a scam. So for me, I just take the check, give them a bill of sale. The worst thing that can happen is their check doesn't clear my bank, and I report the RV stolen. And I have insurance on the RV. Okay, is it stolen? Yeah, it sure is. I don't have any money and my RV's gone. I'd call that stolen, wouldn't you? So that's the way the process works. I'll go over it again real quickly. When you sell your RV, if you have a lien on it, which I do and have had on everything, I think I paid cash for my first RV 25 plus years ago, and that's it. And but what I do is I put the RV up for sale, put the price on it and everything. Once I've agreed with the buyer to a price, then I usually have the bills of sale on the table in the RV that I'm selling, and I show that to them as we're looking at the RV, so they kind of know what the next step is. And once we agree on a price, I have a space for that on the bill of sale. I just write that in. We've agreed, the price will be this, and they're going to issue a check drawn on whatever bank. If you want to write that in, fine. And you need the date, the amount, the VIN number of the RV. It's a good idea to have them sign and you sign, and for them to add their address and phone number so that you can mail them the title or once you have received it from the lien holder. And of course then they'll have your phone number and address if they want to follow up subsequently. But if you've already made contact with them on the phone through text or whatever, then they'll have that information already. But it's just a good idea to have the documentation, because that protects them. The bill of sale is more for the buyer than the seller. The buyer, that way if they're driving down the highway and they get stopped by a policeman or whatever, then they can show that they just purchased the unit, bill of sale, and if there's any questions about insurance and so forth. Because I don't usually drop the insurance coverage on the RV that I'm selling until a few days after I have mailed the title, or actually when I get the title from the lien holder, then I drop the coverage and send the title to the buyer. You could do it sooner, but that gives, in case if they total the RV and the check doesn't clear, you still got insurance. Okay, So, and if that check doesn't clear, you still got insurance. So anyway, that's enough said about that. But anyway, thank you, Sue, for the comment. And for those of you that are selling RVs or buying RVs, that's kind of a few tips that may help you. Now, again, I do know that everybody has a different way of doing things, and I'll get a lot of feedback from, well, you should do this, should do that, should that. But this is the way I do it, and that's the way I'll continue to do it, because I've done it several times and it works for me. So anyway, thumbs up, Carpe Diem from Central Texas, USA. Adios, bye-bye, buy anything you like. But if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of my videos. I appreciate that very much. Doesn't cost you a penny, but I get a little commission, helps. What else? Drink plenty of water, stretch, walk, take deep breaths, stand guard at the door of your mind. You know, accentuate the positive and eliminate the negative, and enjoy your life, guys. Adios, amigos from Central Texas. Bye-bye.